How's it going?
Good. Good. How are you?
How's the week of practice been?
It's been really good. Yeah, it's been good. It's been what I expected from these guys. Attitude's been great. Energy level's been great. And it's a tough week for them because they have midterms this week also. So they've done a heck of a job.
How challenging is it to take the positives from the other day and use that to help their confidence, but also understand the things that went wrong? There were so many things that went wrong, to kind of get them to understand how to fix that while maintaining the positive from what went wrong.
There's a lot of things challenging in this game, and building guys' confidence, but also making sure they learn from the mistakes is a balancing act. But these guys, if you're consistent with the way you do things, they understand and they know what we're doing. We when we evaluate a game and we look at it and we point out all the good things and we point out all the negative things, we do it for a reason. It's constructive criticism. It's not to beat somebody down, and they know that. It's not personal. It's the difference in winning and losing games. And so they take it the right way, and then they put it to bed and they move on, and that's where we're on Syracuse now.
You often talk about how adversity, leadership comes from adversity, character comes through adversity. You guys have obviously faced some of that. How's the leadership been on the field among the players, and who are some of the guys that have maybe picked it up?
Well, it's the same guys that we started the season with. Those guys have done a great job throughout this entire season so far. That's why these guys come out here and practice hard, and they got good attitudes, and their energy level's good. It's because of the leadership on the team. It's not because of me. It's because of the leadership on the team. Those are the guys behind the scenes that are making it happen. And so, I'm proud of what those guys do off the field. They're working each other. And that's what keeps these guys believing in each other.
What's the biggest challenge in facing Syracuse?
Let's start with special teams. They got a great return guy. Number 10 is he's pretty electric, and he can take it the distance in a hiccup. He can go. So that, your coverage teams, your ball placement, your hang time, all that's critical. Then you've got on defense, they're a very high tempo team. They're going to spread the field horizontally, and they're going to create a lot of seams in the defense, and they're going to run the ball. And that quarterback is special. He's got a lot of grit. And then for the offense, their front is really good. They got two guys that got 6 sacks each. They're two inside guys are big and strong and athletic. They're a force. They rush 3 and they've got sacks. So I think they're a good defensive unit.
When you talk about Eric Dungy, though, what kind of things that he does to kind of stress out your defensive backs?
Well, first of all, he can throw the football. So he's got a great arm and he can throw the ball, and then he runs like a running back. A big physical running back. He's not trying to get to a certain distance and slide. He's going to punish the guy that's going to try to tackle him. So, and he's a physical guy, and I think that their team emotionally feed off of him.
Jace Ruder had a decorated high school athletic career. He was a basketball player, state champion sprinter. As far as being a quarterback, what is there about his athletic ability or skills that really intrigued you when you first saw him? And what do you think is an area that might be his greatest upside moving forward?
Well, I would say the thing that jumped out was his athleticism. That was it. Because he did all those things. He played multiple sports and excelled at all of them. And he was a great leader at his school, and you've seen that as he's gotten here. You've seen his maturity and how he handles things and how he interacts with his teammates and how he handles all those other freshmen. So, I think as he develops, he's going to be a really good player.
Is he your backup quarterback if Elliott were to go out?
We haven't made a decision yet.
Okay. Well, who would the other options be?
We have Nathan Elliott, we have Jace Ruder, and we have Manny Miles.
Okay. Defensive ends.
And we have Anthony Ratliff.
Is he your emergency guy? Okay. Defensive ends. Will you have Malik Carney for Saturday? Have you applied for that waiver?
I do not know as of this time.
Okay. And Fox was supposed to sit out. This is one of the games Fox was supposed to sit out. Correct. With the initial release of information there.
I'm trying to think since the waivers and all the different things that we've done. So I don't have the answer for that for you right now.
So you don't really know who.
I don't know that
Okay.
right now. Both of them are practicing.
Okay.
So, but I can look it up and find out the answer, but I don't know the answer. I'm not gonna. I don't want to say something and be wrong, and
text you later
and then
about
you
it.
just kill me. So
Yeah. We're just trying to figure it out. It's pretty confusing.
it is.
You mentioned Anthony Ratliff.
Yeah.
Is he getting a couple of reps as a quarterback? Since you brought him up, I figured I'd ask.
He might.
Has he gotten reps kind of intermittently throughout since he's been here, just in case?
He'll always jump back there. I mean, he loves getting back there.
I know that he played in that spring scrimmage you guys had down in the Charlotte area when he first came here. If you can recall back to then,
I can't.
What do you remember that you liked about him as a quarterback?
His athleticism. I mean, he can run.
Yeah.
I mean, he can run. I mean, y'all can see him run. I mean, we knew he could play multiple positions for us.
You said you spoke to numerous people about the carrier dome. Is there anything you'd like to share with us that what makes it challenging, what makes it different, what makes it unique? Because it's obviously a very different setting.
Yeah, that's what makes it unique. It's a different setting. I mean, we don't play inside very often, so that alone. I mean, so getting in there and adjusting your eyes to the lights and the atmosphere. I mean, so it's the first time we've ever been in there, so it'll be different for our guys.
Can you recall what you remember from recruiting Patrice? Renee? And why you like him?
Yeah, I mean, I remember going up to Episcopal High School, and the coach there was extremely high on Patrice, and we saw him the first time we saw him. He was a long guy, that we didn't know a whole lot about because he was coming in out of Canada. He had just been there he had been there 1 year when we started watching him, but the coach thought he was going to be a really good player. And so we started evaluating him, getting to know him, and got him down here on a visit. I remember that Coach Warren went to see his family in Canada, and I think he said there was about 70 feet of snow, and it was like minus 36 degrees, and all those things. So I was happy I didn't have to make that trip.
What impressed you about his performance this past Saturday?
I think he's really starting to become confident and feeling comfortable in what he's doing, and he knows that he can make plays, and obviously his length is an advantage for him.
All right, thanks, Coach.